Hey, this is Brian. In this video I'm going to show you how to play the intro for this song called Wait For Me by Plug-In Stereo. So the first thing you got to do is capo on the 4th fret, which is and you're going to be using sort of C type chords, F and G, and when you're capoed at this spot, those basically turn into the key of E. So you're going to be playing in the key of E, but the chords you're going to be using are going to be sort of an F shape, C shape, and G shape chord. But anyway, so the first thing you got to do is make an F chord here, just sort of the top part of an F, and then we have to drop off a few fingers. The chord's slightly modified, so the pinky's not down and our middle finger is not down. So all we have is first finger on the fifth fret of the B string, and then we have ring finger on the 7th fret of the D string. And you're just going to be playing 3 strings, and I'm using my thumb, middle finger, or first finger and middle finger, just sort of these 3 fingers. And these 2 fingers are always going to stay in the same spot on the G string and the B string throughout this entire little lick. The thumb is going to move though. But let's go back to the hand. So you get your fingers sort of set up, and then your thumb is going to be picking the string that your ring finger is on, and you're just going to sort of pluck all 3 of these strings. You get that sound. So that's easy enough. Okay, and the second step, pretty easy. We just put down our middle finger 1 fret below where our ring finger is, and then lift off our ring finger. Okay, so there's the first line. Okay, and the next step is a little more difficult, but it's not bad. So we do this first line, and then we lift off our middle finger altogether, and we're going to play that open string, and then we're going to hammer on with our middle finger, and then play the other 2 strings again. So you get this kind of action. So almost the same, but we have that brief hammer on. Altogether, that sounds like this. Okay, so not too bad. And our thumb and 2 other fingers on the right hand are in the same spot each time, if you want to watch here. Okay, and then for the next part, we have to move our thumb down when we're playing. I'll show you that in a second. But so here's what we do. Hammer on, and then we're gonna, with our thumb, we're gonna go down to the A string. So we've been on the D string this whole time. You can watch. And then we're just gonna play the open A string. Okay? So that's the next line. You can see what the left hand looks like here. Okay? And then the very last line, we're actually going to be playing all the way down in the low E string. So here, let me show you that. Here's the A string here. And then we're going to take our ring finger, put it on the 3rd fret of the E string. Sorry, not 3rd fret. With the capo, it's the 3rd fret. This is actually the 7th fret. We're going to play that. And then we've had our first finger down right here the whole time. But at this particular juncture, we're going to lift off our first finger. So we're only going to have our ring finger down, our first finger, and all of our other fingers are going to be off. So you get this here. You hear that last note changed because I lifted off my first finger. Okay? And then we have to do a little hammer-on kind of action, and then we're almost done. So let's start from the top. Then we're going to play that last string, the B string again, and then hammer on with our first finger and flick off. So you get this. Okay, so all together we have. Okay, and that's the whole lick. So, but let me just show you the thumb really quickly, actually, because it does these first two fingers here, my first finger and middle finger, never change spots. They're on the same strings the whole time. But my thumb actually moves down through each of these lower three strings as the lick progresses. So it starts out on the D string, then it goes to the A string, and then the E string. Okay, and that's the whole thing, left and right hands. It's a little awkward at first, but pretty soon, you practice it enough and it becomes pretty natural. So anyway, that's the sort of the intro for Wait For Me by Plug-in Stereo. Thanks very much. I'll see you next time.